As you stroll down the local market near your home, you sometimes see shops that are on prime locations, have higher rents, but they rarely welcome any customer. But they're still in business for a number of years. When you go in, they have irregular purchase patterns and they're usually empty. Strange, isn't it? Now, they might be fronts for forbidden money laundering businesses. And with banks like HSBC and Wells Fargo being fined billions of dollars for promoting such malpractice, this crime has taken a whole different stage in the financial world. Let me list down a few potential fronts of money laundering businesses around you that you might come across in daily life. Now, let me assure you that money laundering is a crime and we do not promote any such activity. First stop is art galleries. Surprised, are you? Because any asset where it is hard to put a price tag on, it becomes a very potential target for the bad people. Imagine an art gallery shows a painting valued at $100,000, right? But then you have a friend that paints and you pay him only $10,000 instead of $100,000, right? Then you go to valuation agencies, bribe your way through, and you get that painting valued at $1 million. Then you go to a charity and donate that painting worth $1 million, which you will receive a tax cut on. Now imagine why all those rich people are so interested to invest in art. If you're still here, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel because it really helps us grow. While most charities do great things for their society and their people, there are quite a few which use their strategic position for monetary gains. By virtue of their nature, charities are mostly exempt from many tax laws and tax filings. They may be inclined to show cash spendings, which they never actually did, and get away without any consequences. Historically, many countries have taken strict actions against these organizations. Pablo Escobar is known to be one of the most famous money launderers of all time, which he used to legitimize all his drug proceeds. His activities included purchasing businesses, real estate, and other assets on cash just to conceal his illicit wealth. So next time you're making a donation, just make sure that the charity is reputable so that your money does not go to waste. Although cryptocurrency is being heavily regulated now, but in the past it has paved the way for many people to launder their money. Imagine that somebody has a lot of undocumented cash sitting with him, and then there's another person who has 1,000 bitcoins on a hard wallet. The first person pays cash and takes the hard drive wallet and 1,000 bitcoin with it. Now, you can use that bitcoin to purchase many assets and real estate in different countries which do not ask for the source of those funds. Now you have a real estate which is a documented currency and you can move it around the globe without any risk. Next, when you take your kid to a play place, you usually notice that those places are very big and they're centrally located in the city, which means they have very high rents. Now, do you wonder if these businesses make so much money just to pay off these rents and other expenses that they have? And also, they only accept cash for the businesses. They do not take credit cards. Why is that so? Now, these businesses might be the front of many illicit and illegitimate money laundering practices. So we notice that most of these businesses are cash businesses which go through low or no scrutiny at all. Notice that little car wash across the street which can inflate its business books by showing 100 car washes a day, but if you actually go there, that place is usually deserted. You go to their vending machine and they are selling air fresheners for, let's say, 100. But in their books, they can easily show it for 500 and nobody will question it. Even the banks have been found to be involved in such malpractices. In 2010, Wachovia, which is now a part of Wells Fargo, was fined $160 million for failing to prevent such practices connected to Mexican drug cartels. Billions of dollars were transferred from Mexican exchange houses into United States because there were no money laundering practices in place. Then comes the restaurants. And let's be honest, restaurants with bad food. Now these places are usually deserted and you imagine how they're still in business. These restaurants usually serve as front offices for many money laundering businesses. Same applies to consulting businesses and many law firms which practically have no clients. But these businesses serve the best spot for money laundering. What they actually do is inflate their rates so much on their books that they actually look profitable. Ever noticed an empty piece of land right next to your building which is designated as a car park, but you seldom see it full? But guess what? There are a lot of cars parked there, at least on paper. These are ghost cars which pay in cash, but in actual no transaction happens. And in most cases, the security cameras of such places are always malfunctioning. There used to be a culture of cash-only cinemas, which appear to be all that gloomy and dark and grim places. Now, I'm not talking about the new IMAX cinemas, which actually are there to entertain people. Just like Godfather and other gangster movies, these cinemas used to have secret rooms where all these cash transactions used to happen. Now, on paper, they were cinemas there to entertain people, but in their actual business used to be very different. If you like the video, please consider subscribing to our channel because it helps us grow. and bring you more content in future. Till next video, have a safe day everyone.